Hi guys. By now you'll be very familiar with this background. It's just my bed. But anyways, so this assignment we're talking about like as we wrap up the semester, like what did we learn from this course and like what's our how did we reflect on that and what's our reflection on that and how do we take what we learned, the information that we gained from the course and let it help us in the future, like how we can use that in a professional setting. And I started the reflection video in the beginning for module one saying that I applied for the nursing program, or like I'm starting to, and I finished applying for the program, and I got into the program, which is really, really awesome. And I'm really, really thankful. So for those who pray for me, thank you. Who wish me the best, like thank you so much for that. And why I bring that point up is because I do want to take what I learned from gerontology and apply it into nursing. And my passion is to serve women, like female reproductive health, and also serving, like to become specialized in gerontology or maybe become a geriatric nurse. Uh, so yeah, all these things are very important because as you guys learn from the course, there's a lot of gray areas in terms of gerontology, and there's a lot of controversies. This textbook is like filled with how many controversies? There's probably like 11 controversies, 12 controversies. So, and that's not even the end of it. And those are the main controversies that a lot of people discuss today. And that's why I'm specializing in geriatric or becoming a geriatric nurse is very difficult because of the gray areas. So something that um, like there's a lot of things that we learned in this course and those are all really helpful, but I mean I just want to pinpoint some stuff that I was able to learn during this course and some things that interested me, some things that shocked me, some things that like I was able to see come into real life and what people discuss. So let me just start with the first one. I think something that shocked me the most while taking this course is like learning about the depths of elder abuse and neglect. That actually shocked me a lot because um, there's like these gray areas of elder abuse and the complexities of elder abuse and neglect. I think that's what makes it difficult for healthcare professionals like nurses to intervene and make the proper calls. And yeah, because there's like mandatory reporting, but that's like, I think that's like the last line, like the last resort of what people want, and also learning to realize that these things are often not reported because like there's a fear of retaliation, and also fearing that like the relationships that they once had with that person will just break apart, or that they wouldn't want that, and they don't want things to be complicated, or like they don't want to pursue that route because they want what's best for like maybe the children that they're like their children that are taking care of them, or maybe their spouse or something like that. um the sixth controversy, I don't know if you guys remember, that is like it's in the textbook and it talks about how like, do you think that we need to protect older people from making bad choices? Like it's really interesting because just this past week, a few weeks ago actually, 2 weeks ago, I went back home and I was able to interact with my grandpa, and my grandma and my aunt takes care of my grandpa as of right now because I'm off in college. And I was able to see this come into life, this controversial topic come in our family talk. Um, I'm sure my grandpa is 83 years old with type 2 diabetes, um, with almost some kind of renal slash kidney failure. So, like, he's not thinking properly, he can't eat, and he's not able to walk because there's edema in his legs, and his pain receptors and like his touch receptors are just not functioning properly. And I think he seems to have like the earlier stages of like dementia, like he's forgetting things and it's hard for him to communicate. And there are things that like my grandma and my aunt that he wasn't doing properly, quote unquote properly, or making sound decisions for himself. So there's this one time where he would just go lay on the floor to be with like our dog at home. And the problem with that is like as they're telling him like you shouldn't do that, like the reason why they're getting like my grandma and my aunt, they're getting frustrated is because like they have to constantly help him get up because he doesn't have the strength to get up, but he's constantly pursuing the action and like going on the floor and making the decision, and he's getting frustrated because that's what he wants. But my grandma and my aunt are like, we can't do this for you. It's difficult. You're 130 pounds. It's hard for us to carry you because you're so big. um, that's a small example, but even in the controversy we talk about how like elders make certain decisions, life decisions, and do we take away their rights or do we give them their rights, and what's the right amount of intervention? And I think personally I'm still confused as to like where the fine line is, and I think there's no definite answer. There's no definite solution to all these controversial topics, and that's why it's a controversy. And it's interesting to see that it's not just something that's in our textbooks and it's or like just static things that we don't really care about, but this is like real life situations where maybe even our parents as they grow older, or even ourselves, we have to be facing um, and dealing with these controversial topics. I think also, I think I went over 5 minutes, but yeah, I do want to use this. Um, I wonder if I want to add more because there are things that I was really passionate about, and that's not the only thing that I was passionate about. Um, it's interesting how, like, the baby boomers, there's so much of them that needs healthcare right now, and the younger generations, like our generation, are afraid that we're not going to have healthcare or healthcare or these benefits that the government provides because they wouldn't have enough money. It's really interesting to think about that because like as a 21-year-old individual, we don't really think about that on a daily basis. So that was really interesting. Well, to sum it up, I think how am I gonna take this and let it serve me in the future? Like how I think professionally as a nurse, just take into considerations of the risk factors or maybe even like signs and symptoms of not symptoms, signs of elder abuse and neglect. I think that's really important because even if they don't want to pursue it, if they're in a dangerous situation and things often escalate or yeah, it just affects their quality of life. If it's something that's affecting their quality of life and they're not able to logically think or maybe even just take the time and see that it's not good for themselves, then I think as a nurse, like I can't have a final say in anything, but I can definitely tell them, hey, these are signs of elder abuse, and we want you to be aware of that. And if you do want to pursue that, we can advocate and we can help you pursue, getting out of the situation. So yeah, there's a lot of things that I learned, but I'm at almost a 10-minute mark, and I don't think that's okay. So I will end it here. I'm I'm really happy that I got to learn a lot of things in gerontology in this course. And I'm so thankful for this textbook because I read all those controversies and I didn't really know the depths of it. And it's good to be educated about these things because as we're taking care of our grandparents or even our parents or maybe our patients, like you need to take everything into consideration, not just how sick they are or what symptoms they're showing. Like health is important too, but their emotional mental health is also very, very important. So thank you. That's the end of my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, I wonder if we have to write any responses. Anyways, that's it. Hope you guys have stay healthy and yeah, sleep well during finals and eat well. Hope you guys don't get sick. Hope you guys ace your finals or do your best in your finals. Yeah. Uh, bye.